There has been a lot of noise in the X-Plane community recently over the release of a freeware Boeing 737 MAX, and not for the reasons you may expect. On September 1st, 2019, a relatively unknown user under the pseudonym Walter White released the MAX 8 for X-Plane 11, an add-on which was under the radar until very recently. There were however comments from within the Ultimate team in which the aircraft was in fact created using stolen assets. These claims grew in number the closer it was to release. The day before the MAX's release, the Ultimate team released a statement on August 31st which read, "Dear Zybo supporters and users, please note and be aware that neither Zybo nor his team are involved with Walter White. Walter White is however using assets from the Ultimate team without their permission. Any mentions of the WW aircraft will be deleted without notice from his server. Should you decide to use any of Walter White's versions of the aircraft that it releases, we will not be held responsible for support on it and will definitely not provide any. We highly recommend staying with the original designs, designers and support structures that have been established over many months. Thank you for your support and understanding. The Zybo/Ultimate team. PS, more statements and information to follow later." This was shortly followed by an article from Threshold which compared the two and made the statements that the aircraft was in fact a complete rip-off of the in-development MAX. While things were very clear that the Ultimate team were not condoning this aircraft, Walter then released his own statement explaining his view on the saga. His statement reads, "Official statement. This statement is regards to false reporting by Ultimate team and their puppet Threshold. We all know that nothing was stolen. Think about it for a second. If that was it would be a breaking news all over the web by sim media outlets, including Threshold, a long time ago. But that never happened, and they all know that. They have not reported anything until yesterday, because pre-release copy was shared to the Ultimate team member Keijo. Now they are peddling fake and unconfirmed story. I'm a sim enthusiast like you. I love flying 7.3 planes. I started this adventure by updating 700 and 900 that got left by Ultimate team for the love of flying and to catch up with updates with Zybo 800 systems and updates. In the meantime, I received tons of heat that came from mostly Zybo and Ultimate followers. On July 5th, 2019, a person who would like to stay anonymous at this point reached out to me on that I'm doing a great job and he would like me to work on a new project. For my surprise, that person is well known in Zybo sim community. Also, he is member of Ultimate team, an outspoken critic of my work. He shared majority files with me and want me to restart the abounded projects that he was involved in. I received this permission for a work and we mutually agreed on a couple things. If day comes that I have to reveal who that person is, I will do that, and I will post all log screenshots from our conversation. From a legal standpoint, that is all I need, and nothing was stolen here. Zybo files are all available for everyone, same as abounded RG Max. All credits and copyright info is published inside of the plane. If you would like to come after me in any legal way, please do so. You have my email, and you know my real name by now. I'm ready, and I'm not going anywhere. WW. Gosh, say what you want, but I don't think this guy's from Orlando as he claims. That was definitely a mouthful to read. Since it has gone public, there have also been a number of other claims of items being taken without creator permissions, which too haven't gone down well with the community. Looking deeper into the laws and repercussions that surround this add-on, it doesn't make this too much clearer either. By textbook definition, this is a case of internet piracy. Walter White has made an unauthorized use or reproduction on the Ultimate team's work. However, there is a lot more to it than just a dictionary definition. The Ultimate Max, when it does release, will be a freeware, meaning no monetary value towards the developer from a legal standpoint has been lost. The WW Max has certainly got assets from the Ultimate team's aircraft, which absolutely nobody is denying, but the argument is over whether or not he has permission to use it and publish. Both parties claim the opposite to one another. There was one developer who is well known in the X-Plane community, but I won't name as they aim to stay neutral, who explained this saga in a bit more detail. They also note that their views on the subjects do not possibly match those of the add-ons they work on specifically too. This reads, Walter White is in no way sitting in the right. that would be an absurd proposition. The Ultimate Team are still sitting above, but not by much. WW knows nothing will come of it for him. The Ultimate Team are not going to hire a lawyer and fly to Russia. They won't get a visa for entering to claim a lawsuit, and they'd be deported for claiming a lawsuit on a holiday visa. He is untouchable. There was then some discussion about the whereabouts of Walter, but as the developer said, it was then heavily predicted that he is based in Russia, and based on his statement, not Orlando, as he claims. Earlier today, I also spoke to someone who's a little more inclined around copyright laws and court cases. They explained to me that courts will require concrete evidence surrounding cases before they're even made, which in this case is not so clear. This means even starting a court case against each other would require a lot more evidence, a lot more work before even getting started. That's not to say nothing can be done, however. First and foremost, a takedown notice under the Digital Millennium Copyright Act 1998 or DMCA is possible. The problem with that, however, is that as mentioned, a lot of people's work has gone into this project and therefore their states will also need to be involved. Not only Zybo and Ultimate, but also the controversial RG mod too. Walter has combined a number of elements from their add-on, which made the Walter version complete, per se, and as a direct result, they will all need to make a claim in order to go forward with that. The second option is that Ultimate and Walter sit down in private talks and discuss proceedings going forward, but again, this looks very unlikely given the heated nature towards both parties. Don't forget that Walter also claims that he was in contact with someone from Ultimate, and that he also gave him permission to do exactly what he did. If this does turn out to be the case, and Walter can prove that he was in fact speaking to an Ultimate Zybo representative, then it does very much turn his case around, and puts it in Walter's favour as opposed to Ultimate's. You also need to look into the moral issues surrounding this aircraft. Walter took an in-development plane from the Ultimate Team and published it under his own name. Yes, credit has been given, but knowing that the base aircraft hasn't even released yet puts a massive strain on the real developers of this project. All Walter has done is put a bunch of models together, none of which he's made, and then stuck it all online. If you want my own opinion on this situation, then I'd personally defer people from the Walter White add-on. By downloading it, and more importantly using it, all you do is support people like this in stealing and re-uploading add-ons, which is not an okay thing to do. The less awareness this aircraft has, and the less people who download it, or more importantly, the more people who are aware about the situation that surrounds it, the better it will be for everyone in the future. If you want to support the true developers of the Ultimate Max, then just wait a little longer until it releases. In the chances that I also get called out for using this aircraft in this video, please note that this is only for recording background clips in this video. After recording, I promptly deleted it from my system, which you can now see on screen. I have absolutely no intention of flying a full route in this aircraft, and I certainly don't approve of anything that has happened around it. Having done software development myself in the past and in college, I can understand how much work has been put into this aircraft, and see it all potentially gone to waste. I do hope, however, that you have found this video helpful in basing an opinion on Walter White and the aircraft he's released, while also learning more about the issues that surround it. It would certainly be interesting to hear about what you guys have to say about this, so please do make use of the comment section below. Otherwise, please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel, as it does help me out, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.